really felt like a romance novel, like I was watching a romance novel. This is gonna pave the way for more South Asian talent to hit mainstream entertainment. I'm telling you. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you've been here before, I'm Inder, I'm a freelance actor on YouTube. I make regular acting videos and occasionally random freestyle Friday videos like this. Today guys, I want to talk about Bridgerton season 2, so let's get into it. Now let me tell you, when I saw a female lead in Bridgerton, I was compelled to watch it. I'd never watched season 1 or anything before. I'd seen like snippets of it and I'm like, seems a bit like old-fashioned vibes, and my sister would like it, like Jane Austen vibes and stuff like that. And I was just a bit like, not really my vibe, you know? But then I was just like, season 2, they're really like pushing that there's 2 South Asian female leads in it, and I should watch it. So about 2-3 days ago, I was just like, you know what, let's watch it. Like, what's the worst that can happen? I don't like it, so what? I watch it and I'm like, excuse me? Excuse me? I thought we were going to get stereotypes. I thought we were going to get mockery. I thought we were going to get misrepresentation. What did we get? A brand new lens on South Asian culture. And I was pleasantly surprised. I was pleasantly surprised because we had never gotten something like this. I feel like never have I ever. They kind of, they gave us a new lens as well, and I really still love that show. But Bridgerton is definitely a maturer South Asian culture lens that they show us, and I was actually really proud because they didn't make Kate or Edwina very that accent. I saw this really good TikTok. I think I might put it in here. Watch this TikTok. I don't remember exactly what the TikTok said, but it's basically talking about how Edwina and Kate aren't exposed to that niche South Asian stereotypical accent. They're actually given a proper English accent, and usually when mainstream entertainment features South Asian talent, it's usually on the basis of the accent or claiming that they're from India. But never have I ever. What I really loved about that show is that they showed that there's more generations to that, you know, than the accent. The accent doesn't continue like all the way through your family generations. Like Davy is like 2nd, 3rd generation of her grandparents, so obviously she hasn't carried the accent because she's born and bred in Canada, I believe. Yes. So with the Bridgerton thing, they hint the accent, and the accent can sometimes really aggravate me, I'm not going to lie. But the fact that they didn't make it a mockery, that the whole show actually respected South Asian culture. The writers, they said that there was an Indian descent writer that was part of the Bridgerton cast and crew. Which, thank God for that, because it actually gave us a very real depiction of certain aspects of South Asian culture, like the haldi ceremony, which I was a bit like, wow, like this is, I know this, you know. It felt familiar to me. It felt like home. And watching this show, do you know what really felt special for me? It was the fact that this didn't feel like it was like these characters, these South Asian characters weren't supposed to be there. It felt like the perfect like character ensemble. Like I really felt like Edwina and Kate made magic with season 2. And let me tell you about the budget. Like after watching season 2, I went back to go watch season 1, and I'm just like, the budget for season 1 was probably like this, and then season 2 it was just like no limit. Like literally, I was just amazed. Like, you can even tell that the camera equipment is like upgraded. I love the cinematography of season 2. And I saw Simone Ashley talking about how, I don't know, she was asked in an interview or she was reading the question out herself, I don't remember, about the difference between season 1 and season 2, and how it's a bit less, I think it was less raunchy or something along the lines of that, or they were like being around the bush about that. And she gave the best answer. It's about character development this season. And I really, like, when you watch season 1 of Bridgerton, you don't really get to see Anthony's heart more. And I guess the season wasn't centered around that. It was about Daphne's love affair and all of that stuff. But season 2, you really see why Anthony was so struck by this persona. He had to step into his father's shoes immediately, and you see that after his dad's funeral, all this stuff. They're asking, what do you want us to do if I can't? What do you want us to do if I can't? Blah, blah, blah. And I feel like it was huge, because you also see Kate's character development. You see how they're both these rigid, very armoured characters, and they're slowly taking their armour off and becoming vulnerable with each other, which is important for relationships, you know? And I feel like it was just... I also feel like it was a new perspective on relationships in general. You know, I really felt like it was something I'd never seen before. Very two strong-minded and level-headed. Well, were they level-headed? Yeah, I believe so. They were level-headed characters. Just, they met their opposite gender match, you know, and fell in love ultimately. It was just beautiful to watch. Like, I really enjoyed the love story. It didn't seem forced. It really felt like a romance novel, like I was watching a romance novel. And season 1, I guess the relationship side was a bit duplicated, but again, it was a fresh lens that you can't like reiterate a relationship. You know, there's always going to be those little kinks in them and the little differences. So with season 1, Daphne and Simon, they also had that little rough patch at the start of their relationship, and then it eases out to become love. With what's it called, Kate and what's his name, Anthony, their love affair, you get to see more of their personalities. You get to see more behind the scenes, because usually Daphne is never alone with her feelings, but with season 2, you get little like close-ups of how's Kate feeling at this moment. Like, Kate's giving a glance like she's a bit hurt, like, you know. I feel like they really smashed the cinematography for season 2. Like, I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I'd love to be part of Bridgerton season 3, 4, 5, whatever you want. Hit me up. Link in description. It just really inspired me seeing 2 female leads. I'm like, this just feels normal. It just feels natural. It feels like real. That's what it felt like. It felt like a fairy tale, but it felt like a tangible fairy tale. You know? Like, because I saw people of my colour. I saw people that were black. I saw white people. I mean, we always see white people, but like, I saw like integration, you know? I was just like, this is the world I live in. I don't live in a white world where everything is just white. Like, there's even shades to white people, okay? But I just really felt like included, and it made my heart like just feel warm inside, because this is gonna pave the way for more South Asian talent to hit mainstream entertainment. I'm telling you. Kate, Edwina, icons. Literal. Even their mum, I don't know what her mum's name, I forgot. Mary? Icon. And even in season 1, you get like extras that are Indian, which is good. You're putting people in the actual category of society in the Regency era, because it's not like we just came after the Regency era, or we were just born like, what? That is really dumb. That society, that mainstream entertainment has propelled that notion for so long that we just don't exist. And it's really, they made a statement about us existing and us being respected and us being just like you. That was the notion that they gave this season, and thank you. Thank you. Like, it wasn't cringy. It was just showing that we're just like you. And we have these fairy tale love stories. It's very, like, quiet in South Asian culture to talk about relationships and that whole transition to marriage after that. But I feel like they really did it well. They really well executed that, because it wasn't like, you know, sex scene, which was most of season 1 of Bridgerton. Season 2 was actually like showing you this character development. I feel like that really held its power. Like, we didn't need to see a sex scene like every other episode, you know. It wasn't necessary, because their characters are so strong and like intriguing. Like, you wanted to know more about their characters, and you don't care to see it. And they really did a well job with like building the climax, and then dropping it down, building the climax, and dropping it down. And then when it finally happened, we were just like, clicks for everyone. Oh my god, I had my breakfast, I haven't even eaten. Sorry, guys. Oh, cold. I just want to say great job to the cast and crew of Bridgerton, the writers, the directors, the producers. Like, thank you for giving this season 2 a chance to flourish, you know, with authenticity, with fantasy, you know. I know those two might seem like they're juxtaposing each other, but they're not. Like, you can have fantasy with real life, because that's what makes it more magical, you know, like seeing the world how it looks like today. Great job with that. I hope you guys enjoyed this little short-ish review of Bridgerton season 2. If you want to see more reviews of South Asian shows, involvement in shows, let me know, comment them down below. I have done one for Never Have I Ever. You can watch that right over here. But that's it for me, guys. I'm going to need to film another video after this, so also check that out. Check out my latest acting video, and I will see you guys back with a brand new video. Check out season 2 of Bridgerton if you haven't already. Greater things are always to come, and keep believing in yourself. Bye, guys.